What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a good night. I'm going to be talking about Tonix Pharmaceuticals. This is not financial advice, but I've been wanting to get this video out. Actually, I've been wanting to get several videos out. I just simply have not had the time, but it's far beyond time to address Tonix Pharmaceuticals. So, as you all know, Sith Lederman, CEO of Tonix Pharmaceuticals, has enacted a 32-4-1 reverse split. Obviously, this is bad news for Tonix Pharmaceuticals. There is no sugarcoating this. So, if Tonix Pharmaceuticals was trading for 10 cents after the reverse split, just to be very clear for any new traders or investors who maybe don't understand reverse splits, this means that for each share of Tonix Pharmaceuticals you had at 10 cents, the shares are now $3.20. So, my original thoughts were, as I commented to someone, since I just haven't had the time to get out the video yet, is that I feel that due to the reverse split, clearly the dilution, as you have 32 times less shares than you had before, as a shareholder, you're now diluted, right? So I foreseen the price plummeting, likely in the next 2-3 weeks to $1.60. So 50% loss. So that would equate to, before the reverse split, of 5 cents for Tonix Pharmaceuticals. So this is obviously not a good thing. Um, I think we all foreseen a reverse split coming for Tonix Pharmaceuticals in order to avoid being delisted, since they've been trading under $1 for quite some time, and the only way to gain compliance was to be trading for over $1 for at least 10 consecutive days. So where we are now with Tonix Pharmaceuticals obviously is heavy consolidation. We're in dire need of a positive catalyst that sends the stock soaring. So we're obviously in a volatile market right now, but we had a green day today. As I was discussing with several people I coach, my original thoughts were that we would see green in the market until Thursday, and that would be a good time, just throwing this out there, to jump in inverse ETFs such as UVIX, UVXY, and SQQQ. Just wanted to throw that out there in case anyone was interested and looking for some bottoms in some of those. And I'm not saying that Thursday will be the absolute bottom. However, I think it may be a good opportunity to jump in and ride the wave up. Um, Obviously, if you've been paying any attention to the charts, and I'm just talking about the broad market for a moment, on stocks like Apple, if you've been watching SPY, you've probably noticed that the charts have been indicating confusion in the market. It's just we've been riding the wave, and again, I really haven't had time to get out the videos. I'm a full-time trader and investor. For those who do not know, I'm a full-time single parent, and I really haven't had time to get out the videos, and that's why I had got out the information in case anyone was interested in coaching, because in this market, the last thing I want is for anyone to be in a situation where they end up financially devastated. But anyhow, Thursday there was a lot of great opportunities to ride up in some green. At the same time, I'm sure you all know, with the heavy consolidation, I think there was a lot of hesitation for a lot of traders and investors on jumping into different stocks. It's definitely been a wild market, and I won't go too much into that on this video. I'll save that for the next video. I'm going to be, working hard to clear up some time to get out several more videos, because I just want to cover. There's a lot to cover. But anyhow, As far as Tonix Pharmaceuticals, um, you know, I jumped out. I sold. So as you all know, the last thing I ever want to do is spread fear or FUD. But again, this is not financial advice, but this is what I foresee. So at this point, you have 32 times less shares. So let's say a positive catalyst or some positive catalysts, plural, come up during, let's just say the next year, and the price does skyrocket to, let's say, $15. You now have 32 times less shares. Now, in my opinion, as you all know, and you've probably seen my videos, I feel that we are already in a recession. I feel that we have been in a recession, um, and there's several reasons for that. If you watch my videos, I don't want to go in too much to that on this video, other than to say, inflation, rising interest rate, the double-edged sword of the damages that is going to cause. Um, you know, um, Rising mortgage rates, um, mortgage-backed securities, not too long ago, went into a free fall, and that was to a level not seen since 2008. Obviously, supply chain issues have been exacerbated due to China lockdowns. That is still a problem. That's why you probably seen on my video had predicted a low of $1,900 for Amazon. It did not quite get that low, but my thoughts were, if anyone wanted to get in, we got these high gas prices, inflation, and as I said, I foresee quarterly earnings continuing to get weaker across the board each quarter due to inflation. Americans cutting back on spending, this reflecting in earnings, and then now the rising interest rates also doing damage of its own. So, of course, we have the you know, um, 10-year, 2-year yield curve inversions, signaling a recession. We have seen fear penetrate bond markets. We have seen stocks plummet. We have seen crypto plummet, and we've last Thursday, we've seen a nice rally. Um, the Well, I think that pretty much covers it. I think if you watch my other videos, you will see more reasons why I feel that we are in a recession. But ultimately, my point is this: I feel that a crash is still coming. So my point is this. Sorry about that. I forget that I can't breathe outside because I'm tall and I somehow always tend to breathe in bugs. But anyway, for a vulnerable stock like Tonix Pharmaceuticals, they are very susceptible to heavy consolidation. So, when you're talking about a stock that's going to get beat down really heavily during a crash, a stock like Tonix Pharmaceuticals is it. So, without a very positive catalyst, how low could the stock go? First of all, I want to say, um, in Seth Lederman's defense, and I'm not a fan of his necessarily, but I just wanted to clarify to maybe make you feel a bit better about his choice, your investment, and that no one is intentionally trying to necessarily screw you over. Is that had he enacted a 20-for-1 reverse split when the stock's trading at 10 cents, he does a 20-for-1, it goes to $2. The stock, let's say it loses 50% over 3 or 4 weeks. We're back to the same situation of the stock possibly going under $1, and looking at another reverse split, and let's say he pulled another 20-for-1, then you're at 40-for-1. So I feel he did what he thought was best for the situation. But if you've watched my past Tonix Pharmaceuticals video, I do my best to make a point to be objective. For those of you who do watch my videos, you do know I'm not one of these guys that come on here and I'm just like, invest, invest, invest. It's time to get rich. Let's get it. It's nothing like that. I just try to give you the truth, the good side, the bad side, and just tell you like it is. So as I've always said, it's an extremely risky stock. It's high risk, high reward. I had predicted a low of 10 cents. I said I feel like there's a very high risk of us hitting 10 cents, and you know I knew the reverse split was coming. I think most of you knew the reverse split was coming. What we did not know is if it was going to be a 20 for 1 reverse split. It's a 32 for 1. I just had to get out. It doesn't make sense for me anymore to be involved. I will tell you, for those I coach, and not everyone is going to just say, okay, Jason, I'm doing it. But ultimately, it's everyone's money. I just offered my advice, but all I can say is this: I do very well. I can tell you this month alone, I'm at over 7,000, around 7,600% annual return rate just this month. I consider that crap. I've just been extra busy this month, and that's on stocks alone. That does not include options. And my point is this: it's not to brag or anything, but just to say sometimes we do have to make the hard decisions. And I'm not suggesting anyone sell, because I don't know where you bought in, and I don't know how much stock you own, and I don't know your financial situation. I don't know what your risk tolerance is. Um, you know. Um, all I can say is this: sometimes you have to make the hard decisions of cutting your losses and saying, you know, my investment may very well continue to just dwindle into the next year. And is this a situation where this stock could end up at 10, 20 cents in the next year in the market we are going into? Um, when is the market going to recover? In my opinion, it's going to be a slow recovery. And again, not financial advice, but I do feel strongly that a crash is imminent. I feel that we will have a negative GDP report coming in the near future. I feel that the housing market is on an inevitable path to crashing, and maybe we'll see that materialize by um, October, November 2023. No one knows for sure, but the bottom line is, when the housing market crashes, the stock market is it's going to crash and burn. So my point is this: in my opinion, we're already we're in a recession, in my opinion, but we have yet to see um, uh, a that manifest in terms of a actual legitimate crash. Um, but and one thing I didn't mention is the 10-year Treasury yield. Top 3%. There has been a lot of um, you know rec- oh, batteries running low. There has been a lot of recession indicators, and all I can tell you is this: is that there's a genuine risk that your investment could be valued at 10 cents in the next year. And then what if they do another 32 for 1 reverse split? Then you have 32 times less shares than you even have now, valued at 10 cents. And I'm not trying to spread fear or FUD. I just, like I've said in past videos, I want to be objective and tell you what the risks are. With that being said, I think the company has a lot of potential. If you watch my past videos, you'll see everything I've talked about. They have a pipeline. They were added to the NASDAQ Biotechnology Index, and they got clearance for, Willie Prater syndrome. to move forward with the trials on that. And I don't have everything in front of me right now. This video is just kind of an on-the-spot video. But if you're interested in all, the upcoming possible positive catalyst that could send the stock rocketing, which could happen in any market, if the news is good enough, please feel free to watch my past videos. But I just want you to be aware of the risks. I feel like I need to try to give you the truth, regardless of whether if that truth is good, bad, or just neutral. And that's all I can say is I've sold the stock, reassess. My reassessment was considering that possible scenario of extreme consolidation in the extreme volatile market we are headed into. And the reallocate part of that is putting my capital into other plays, puts, calls, other plays that I am very confident that I know will print very large percentages, because I do get very large percentages daily. It's nothing for me to get 100% to 300% daily doing options. So it just doesn't make sense to let my money sit there and consolidate. I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to see if Tonix Pharmaceuticals would get good news and the stock might blast off before this happened, and it didn't, and I sold. So I'm sorry to anyone who's disappointed. I hope you're all doing well. Hang in there. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them. If you need coaching, please feel free to ask. Just to be clear, anyone that's interested in coaching, I do coach several people. Basically, the way that works is anyone I coach, well, we can just discuss that in more detail. If you want to comment, I'll leave my phone number, and you can feel free to call me, and we'll discuss that one-on-one. But I'm always happy to help on the coaching. If you need any assistance, that's pretty much all I have. It's not a typical classroom. I call it learning by earning. So just to be clear, it's not sitting in a classroom. It's like, hey, we're jumping into this, we're making money. How do you learn? By earning. You learn by making a lot of money. That's it. And then, we do phone calls, we do Zoom, we talk, we talk about personal growth, development, and just, there's a lot to learn. There's no way anyone who acts like that's been doing this, that can cram in years of knowledge into a classroom. It's just crazy. You jump in head first, you start earning, boom, that's how you do it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you. It's been a crazy week in stocks, man. I hope you're all doing well. It's like I said, I've been wanting to get the videos out. I've been incredibly busy myself. There's been a lot of great moves and a lot of different stocks. As I said, I'll do my best to get some more videos out tomorrow. I still do believe that the VIX is going to be bottoming out soon, and it will still be a great opportunity to jump into inverse ETFs to ride out through October. As I said, I feel that earnings will continue to get weaker each quarter in the broad market, and stocks, risky biotech stocks such as Tonix Pharmaceuticals, will be especially susceptible to heavy consolidation, especially for diluted shareholders. So I wish I could have got this video out sooner. I just made a new friend. But that's pretty much all I have for you. Just to throw out a closing thought, sometimes we all have to take losses, and I'm not suggesting that anyone, so what you do is up to you. But I do think there's a lot of great opportunities. As people I coach, occasionally they, a new person will come and that's like miss out on something, a big play, and they're like, man, I missed out. There's always a new opportunity every day. My job is to focus, plan, execute. So we all persevere. As I always say, for just an overall message, discouragement is the high cost of growth, but persistence and determination is key. The number one characteristics of a high performance person is they simply refuse to give up. We are relentless and we never give up. Um, we just never give up. We are have a very savage mindset. We never give up. We work hard. We work around the clock. We're very obsessive about what we do, and that's what separates us. And when I say us, I'm talking about myself and all of you that are watching. That's why we do what we do. Um, so I have a lot of respect for everyone that does this. You'd be surprised how many people don't. Despite the opportunities, I show them all the time, and so you know, it's just a part of it. Sometimes we don't get the results we want, and you just got to keep going, But like I always say, there's always uh, plenty more opportunities all the time. There's many more plays in Tonix Pharmaceuticals, and I'm not ruling this one out. There could still be some great catalysts, in the next month, 2, 3 months. I'm not sure that sends the stock soaring. So, again, they were added to the NASDAQ Biotech Index, which solidified their credibility, in my opinion. But when you are getting, reduced as a shareholder, if we both own a company, and I say, every year I'm gonna keep giving you less percentages of the company, no matter how successful we get, you're earning less. So, you know, uh, 20 for one would have been bad enough, but a 32 for one reverse split, I was just like, I gotta hop out of this one, man. I can't. I just cut my losses, um, and several people I coach could tell you, um, I took a pretty nasty loss. I made it back in 1 hour, so that's just what we do. We don't spend time um, worrying about what we lost. We focus on how we're going to gain it back. So, if any of you need help, again, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help um, in this market, especially if you're doing options. Um, and you just be sure you're signing up for level 2 options. Robinhood does have the best options. You can't sign up through the app. You have to call them, wait for a call back, sign up. But in this market, we've been doing great with options, and I think it's imperative in this market to get into inverse ETFs. And I don't mean to drag this video out long, but I haven't had a chance to do videos long. And it matters to me. Everyone's success matters, whether I know you or not. I care about how well you do. That's why I started this channel. And I wish I could have got the video out sooner. But I realize, like, some people I coach, they're not going to sell. That they're going to hold, and they're going to buy more at a certain point. But you know, I don't want to rattle on, but just like I, explained to some of them, just be aware of the risks. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what you have invested. Just be aware of the risks. As I said in the beginning when I started talking about Tonix Pharmaceuticals, this one I don't recommend over 5% of your portfolio invested. And if I were to put a number on it, as I said before, it's a risky biotech play. If I put a number on it, I would just say it just got 32 times more risky. So that's how I look at it, because you own 32 times less shares. So I mean, it's gonna have to it really needs to rocket up now, because if it doesn't and it consolidates in this market in the next 12 months, there's going to be another reverse split, and then you're going to own probably 32 times less shares times about 10 cents. So I want you to figure that out, and I just want you to consider that risk and ask yourself, just consider it, because the consolidation isn't good, and you know I'm not suggesting anyone panic sell. That's the worst thing you can ever do. What I am suggesting is when a positive catalyst comes out and you get a good price and you have an opportunity to make some money, maybe you should get out. Maybe not. It's up to you. Not financial advice. I'm just offering alternative um, suggestions that you may want to consider, that you may or may not have thought about. Because, again, I try to be objective. I have no, it doesn't matter to me either way in terms of, I'm not one of these guys pushing, a channel where I'm trying to plug a stock and I'm trying to get you to get it. So my stock is shooting up. Like I said, I sold it, and that's just where I'm at. I'm not against the stock. I'm still happy to cover the stock. I'm not saying I won't ever invest again, and I'm not saying I won't keep up with the upcoming catalyst and hop back in. Nothing like that. But for now, that's just where I'm at. Um, and it's not even a situation where I couldn't have let my investment sit there. It's just if it doesn't make sense to me, um, you know, I'm a money manager. That's what I do. Um, I assess risks and figure out the best course of action. And sometimes I have to make the hard decisions, and occasionally that's taking a big loss. But when I do that again, I already have a plan on how I'm going to make that back within the hour. And that's what I did today. So, again, I just want to reiterate, not to sound like a broken record, but thanks for watching. You all have a great night. That's all I have for now. I have to get some rest. I'll try to get some more videos out tomorrow. There's a lot of other great plays, a lot of great option plays. So I'll try to get some videos out for you all tomorrow. If you need more one-on-one help, again, just let me know. Don't let these stocks or cryptos eat you up. It's never too late to turn things around. So again, any questions or comments, or if you need more one-on-one portfolio management, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. That's all I have for now, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.